all right. We're here. I'm here. Tom, we're here? Are you here? We're here. We're doing this thing. All right, fantastic. Folks, friends, family, welcome to the Jive Hive Live, man. We're having some fun tonight. I'm Jody Cowan. I'm going to be facilitating this night of concert and conversation that we're going to be doing tonight with the incomparable JB. We're going to have some fun tonight. We got some people walking in as we're doing it here. See, we're not the only, it's like we're right on time. You're right on time. Doing it right here. Yes. Thank you. Thank you for those that are tuning in on the live stream. Thank you for those that made it here in the house here to Tom's tiny house of tunes here, man. It's pretty fantastic. Shout out to the Jive Hive crew and staff for coming in here on a Friday night and making this happen for us here. Pretty damn fantastic, right? Wow. Big round of applause here. Yes, something. It's like my Airbnb nanny cam nightmare here at the moment here, but we're rolling with it. This is beautiful, right? This is like it's like John Candy, Dan Aykroyd's Great Outdoors meets Get Out the Musical. It's kind of how I'm feeling a little bit right now. But we're going to roll through this, right? We're going to have some fun here tonight. We're going to talk about music. We're going to talk about the craft, hear about JB, and how he gets into making the things that he makes a little bit here, right? So again, make some noise for yourselves here in the audience. All right? Without too much further ado, I'm going to save the rambling a bit for later in the show, right? We'll get to that. But at this time, it's my absolute pleasure to introduce the man, the reason for the proceedings this evening, JB. Yeah.
Don't make me nervous. How y'all doing? I'm happy to be here. So, I dropped the album on my birthday, Ultra Terrestrial, and by the way, I'm working on another one too. Gotta have a follow-up, because Ultra Terrestrial is so amazing. But for everybody that's in the audience, if you've never heard me, tonight's your night. We're gonna start off with the first song on the album called Invasion.
Invasion, 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 invasion,
DJ Nate the Great on the scratches. Can y'all hear me out there now, nice and clearly? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Look, I don't know what this is. I don't know where I'm at. I don't know who I am. I've just landed. I think I'm lost out in the wilderness, out of touch with my true self, like a baby just being born. What the hell is wrong? What is this planet? On Marvin in the 70s, motion picture figure. They're harvesting better trees, cutting us out the picture, huh? I know there's blood on the leaves. I hear there's ghosts in those trees. I hear the sounds of our lost souls screaming, I can't breathe. They treat us like aliens. The last guy wanted to build the wall. People dying, screaming, let us in. The other side talking about go back home. But where it's home, if you strip a person of their humanity. And while we're all still trying to fit in, this is insanity. This is a pivot in history. Oh, what a time to be alive. So many mysteries, so much information. Gotta be dumb to believe the lies. Being human should be legalized. Being poor is not a crime. Can't kick me out of a home that all of a sudden you wanna colonize. This behavior I don't recognize. This is like alienation. We're alienated, melanated, always hated. Because of our greatness, it's complicated. This relationship is not working. Don't believe a word that's being propagated. Life is hell. Life is hell. Life is hell. Thank you. All right, let's have some fun. 1, 2. Yeah. Check 1, 2. Who got more style than Sun do? Nobody. I am One of one, king of kings, son of a son, never a son of a bitch. My mom was a queen, you can tell by what I've become. I'm not the one, but I am the all. Some of you suckers really got the gall. I got the balls and I got the heart. Wear it on my sleeves, don't even start. This is from the ground up, the trenches. I am not an honorable mention. I am God of the flesh. I can manifest anything I want, no exceptions. This is not king or just goat talk. I'm the ruler of 9 realms, 9 planets. My queen is the birther of nations and man. You're a fan and I'm at the helm. No silver spoon, but I'm like the king of Zamoon, the king of Wakanda, Black Panther of the 60s. They're watching my movements. They should be honored. Don't even bother. I'm like your father. I thought a whack rapper said something. Don't make me not spit a rhyme, bro. Flow spectacular, prose vernacular. On a different level, hit him with the metal. Make his body shake and shiver like a puppet. Call me Geppetto. There are no strings on me. Y'all acting like zombies. Y'all on demon time with your feeble mind. It's the God hour, pardon me. One of one. One of one. One of one. One of one. I am activism, hope for the homies back in prison. The difference between vengeance and forgiveness. I do bear witness, solemnly swear to stand on my square. 10 toes down, go 9 rounds, 8 all your breakfast. Now I'm back for seconds, I put it down. Sweet science, mathematical precision, staying on my pivot. 2 women, that's a split decision. Call it division, new beginnings. No bad endings, no bad energy. Don't be my enemy. Pen mighty, sword heavy, gun deadly, stay ready. Y'all stay safe, I stay dangerous. Calm and petty, flow fat, precious. Like stones and gems, monumental like Stonehenge. Cover me, y'all, I'm going in, ratchet and righteous. That's that Libra shit. Always seeking balance, sipping from my chalice. Gave y'all too many chances to get your shit correct. Now it looks like a job for. This is what y'all asked for. If not me, who then? E pluribus unum. One of one. One of one. One of one. Yeah. One of one. That smoke back there is one of one. Jive Hive audience, y'all are one of one. We all come from the same essence. We go back to the same essence. So even though we divide ourselves by making ourselves separate, and saying we're not alike, we're all alike. We all bleed the same, we all die. My color blood is red, just like yours. Shout out to DJ Lo-Fi Lobo in the building. Thank you. All right, let's do something more familiar. Check. Heavens to Megatroid, this is Black Boy Joy, so don't act coy. Magnet, Hugo, vegan, I'm not a Puerto Rican, but I speak it so that you know, huh? Bendición, count your blessings, never count me out, I am here to wreck it. Yeah, I'm putting candy in my message, easier to digest, but you can't match our efforts. I'm setting the standard, I'm raising the bar. I'll give you these bars, that's food for thought. This a different bandwidth, I'm one with the stars. I'm considered a star over your head, like Dandra paint a picture with words. Basquiat, take it to another time and space like an astronaut. I'm worth it, not perfect. I'ma give you this version, sophisticated, brilliant, shining brighter in person. Took a look in the mirror, told my reflection I love him. Now my vision is clearer, I'm putting nothing above him. That's third person talk. So let's go, this is Black Boy Magic. Okay, I'm dope in real life. I'm dope in real life. I'm dope. Hey yo, my body is a tempo, and I'm the God that it was built for. Heaven is within me, I don't go with the flow. I am the flow. Get you one that can do both. I am showing you growth. Music and medicine. Music is the medicine. I'ma give you a dose, but you can't puff or sip it. You might consider it gross. So you want a beautiful lie or the ugly truth? I can raise the dead or be the burden of proof. Wicked with the wicker witchcraft or whichever craft I choose to use. So hi, John the Conqueror, conjurer, no stopping the man, consider me a monster. I don't do this for the gram, death for the imposters. Yeah, I gotcha, this is Black Boy Magic. Yeah, I'm dope in real life. You're dope in real life. We're dope in real life. Let's talk a bit, Jody. My guy.
Oh, man, that was a good one.
It was cool. It was all right. I did okay.
JB, exclamation point, exclamation point.
Yes,
Welcome, man.
exclamations.
That's wild, man. The name is a strong name. Tell me about the name.
So, my government name, Jesus, I'm going to put this out there, is John Brown. There's a lot of John Browns. I even have problems with my driver's license, my nursing license, all types of things finding myself because my name is John Brown. It's so regular, so generic. But as I started rapping, it was like, let me differentiate myself and call myself JB. That didn't help because there's a lot of JBs. And there's even a rapper named John Brown, and there's like 17 or 18 different JB rappers. I found one recently with 2 exclamations.
With 2. I was going to say, and all the other ones have 1 exclamation point.
Right, I found one with 2 besides me. So now it's like I had to add this AKA Dirty Moses on there.
We're going to get to that.
Yeah.
We're going to get to that because I feel like we're not ready for that yet. I don't think the folks are ready for Dirty Moses yet. We got to get to know JB a little bit first, right?
Okay.
We set things off. We just heard Black Boy Magic, right?
Yes.
I like that track. A little bit old one compared to the newer stuff that we just did.
Right.
But do you know any actual magic tricks? I'm curious.
So, funny you asked that. I know a lot about Santeria and the Orishas and stuff like that.
Okay.
And I have Haitian friends and Hispanic friends that all practiced some form of voodoo, Vaudun, or black magic, or whatever you want to call it. And nothing's negative about it. Hey, put my mic back on. Nothing's negative about it. It's all about the context and how you use it.
Okay.
You know?
This is what you're talking about. You said in that last song, wake you with the wicked witchcraft from whichever craft I choose to use.
Yep, wicked with the wicked witchcraft or whichever craft I choose to use.
Yeah. So you rap.
Oh, yeah. I got to put the bars together because, sometimes I dumb it down for other people to understand it, but also I want you to come up to the level that I'm on because I have a level of intelligence that other people don't have because I'm in the medical field. And have been in the medical field for a long time. So I have these words that I can pull out and utilize, and no one would know what I'm talking about unless they're in medicine.
Now, when you come up with, let's say you got a particularly clever line, right, that comes to mind here, and you write it down, how do you know? Like, what's the feeling you get, the reaction for yourself that's just like, ooh, we got one. You know you got one. As far as your own personal barometer.
You ever put on a beat or you hear a song and the beat come on and you give it the stank face? My MCs back there, they know what I'm talking about. You be like, oh, snap, that is. Sometimes I write something and I'm like, ooh, damn, I said that?
That's a real one, yeah.
That's a real one, yeah.
Have you ever written something down that you couldn't rap? Like your brain was working faster than the mouth could work?
No.
No, okay.
But I have written things down and said, I should not say that.
I'm curious about the filter, the self-filter there. Yeah, that's a big one. Before Black Boy Magic, we heard 2 songs off of your new project,
Yes.
Ultra Terrestrial, right?
Correct.
Good stuff, man. Heavy music.
Thank you.
The beats. You're somebody that, as we go through your discography, as much as your writing is on display, the production is also a showcase, I think, right?
Right. Because how else are you going to draw them in?
Yeah.
You know, you can have these simple, monotonous beats and no one's going to listen. Even if your vocals are incredible, no one's going to listen. You know, so you got to have something that's going to draw them in.
As a producer yourself, how do you make the distinction between, okay, this one's for me, or this song that I have written, this is going to be my song, versus, you know what, maybe this is going to be better lent to somebody else's production?
I'm selfish, that's how.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like as a writer and a producer that, you know, I engineer and do things for other people as well. It's like, I feel like I can't give my best stuff away. I can give you my A- and my B+ stuff, but all the A+ stuff I got to keep for myself.
Keep it in-house there. Yeah.
For real, right? You got to keep
the artist,
keep the good stuff for
you're feeling
yourself.
that. Yeah.
Because if I give it out, then, you know, I'm doing myself a disservice.
Right.
Because that could be the one that, you know, sends me into the stratosphere.
And speaking of that stratosphere, the name of the project is called Ultra Terrestrial.
Correct.
Right? I'm familiar with, terrestrials, right? I'm a terrestrial, the folks that made it here, the folks that sealed Tom's driveway on the way up here, terrestrials, right?
Right,
Terrestrials. Extraterrestrials, right? My guy Marvin the Martian.
Yeah.
Chewbacca, right? Your
Right,
favorite
yeah,
aliens out there, very
yeah.
familiar, right? Break down to me the ultra-terrestrial and how you kind of landed on this thematically for your album.
Well, everyone does something that's a little bit extra, right? Extra sensory, too extra. I don't know. But me, I feel like I'm not extra. I'm ultra. Like I'm the ultimate. I'm ultra, and I feel like the things that I come up with are not the things that the common person is always thinking about. So, most of the things, not all the things, because some stuff I don't jot down, I don't utilize it because it may not be good for everyone's ears. But with regards to the terminology ultra-terrestrial, it's like it's a race of humans that are far advanced than any other species that has been here all along, but everyone didn't think they were here. And I feel like we are all ultra-terrestrials in a sense. We're all ultra-terrestrials. We're a race of human beings that have been here since Earth.
Yeah.
And we tend to try and differentiate ourselves because of race, creed, religion, so on and so forth. But none of that even matters. What matters is that we're all human.
Right.
So instead of me being extra with it, I'm ultra, and I'm trying to tell you guys that we're all the same. We all want the same things. We want love, peace, happiness. Most of us want to be wealthy. That's it, What else is there? We want happiness and peace.
Right. I can vibe with that. Definitely vibe with that.
Smoke a little trees if that's what you're into. Drink a little, whatever if you're into that too.
Ultra vibes.
The ultra vibes. Michelob Ultra. I'm only playing. Take that one back.
Yeah, no sponsorship. They're not paying for any of this here. So
I don't drink Michelob Ultra, but
When working thematically, right, from a whole album, do you have like a kind of a rudimentary way, like, let me make sure that this theme gets into every song? Are you thinking that far ahead as far as the total package of all of this?
I feel like once I sit down and I'm saying to myself, this is going to be a full project, then I try to find ways to intricately lace and weave the entire theme together throughout song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as far as the album artwork with this one, it's interesting if going through your discography and it's like the pieces that follow you through your art, right? The logo, the chain that you had there was on,
Right.
the dedication, and from there that was kind of like that logo followed you.
Yes.
And followed the merch, made it to the merch table here.
It
as
even
far
made
as
it to another chain over there.
That's right. I see him
lady
with
got
his
one
and
on.
hers.
Yes,
JB Wings, right?
Yes, yes.
To get some of those. When we're talking about the merch, the album cover, the artwork that's involved here, how did you kind of decide and put all this together?
I didn't decide it, to be honest with you. I knew I wanted something Afro-futuristic, something that didn't look like anything that was out currently. And I was put in touch with a gentleman named Philip Pascucci. Pepco is what he goes by. And he made the original Twitter logo. And he told me he had beats. And I'm like, whatever.
The Bluebird, though. We're talking about the Bluebird.
The Bluebird
Man.
yeah,
Okay.
The Bluebird Man. Not the X. Not X. X is easy to draw. I
did that, right? You made that? I thought I made it. You did it?
No,
Okay.
we both
You
did
got
that.
it.
Yeah.
You got a line, I got a line.
Yeah,
You
pretty
did it.
much. But when it came to the artwork, he sent me some beats, and then he said, "Oh, I also draw and do album covers and book covers and all of this stuff." And he started sending me samples, and I'm like, "This is amazing. Let me send you some samples of what I'm working on musically and what I desire to create visually for the music." And I sent him some samples of different artists that I admire, and he sent me back a rough draft, and I was blown away immediately. Immediately, I was like, what in the hell? How did he get this so quick? And I told him I want to use it. He was like, bet, let me just tweak it a little bit. Then I sent him a couple of photographs of some of the jewelry that I was wearing, and that wound up on me, in the graphics. It's amazing.
Very cool. Very
Yeah.
cool. And in the video making process, right? All of these pieces, that theme carries through to some of the first videos that you did. Was that easy to put together? Did you kind of have that? Do you storyboard these things when
I
you get into
definitely
this?
storyboard
Yeah.
in my head, but I don't necessarily write it down because I have such a great memory. I just keep it in my head. So like I met up with what's the videographer? Nels. I met up with Nels, and I told him what I wanted, and he listened to the song for like 2 days. We went and shot the video in and around Saratoga County, New York, and next thing I know, I'm home, and he sends me a quick rough draft. This is probably 5 hours after we finished shooting. And I'm like, what? This is done already? He's like, bro, I was thinking about it as we were driving around, what I was gonna do. And he knew where I wanted to go with it, and it all developed beautifully.
That's cool. And for those that are streaming this online, you know, you subscribe to the Jive Hive Live, subscribe to JB's page, right? The videos are there. They got the discography there. The whole lineup is there. It's good stuff. Good work out there, man.
Definitely. Thank you.
How are we feeling out there? We want us to keep talking? Do you feel like we're ready for some more music out there? What do you think? What are you feeling like? How you feeling?
I can go either way.
What do you think? I think let's hit him with another song or two.
All right, let's do some songs.
All right, let's bring that mic back in here. Excuse me.
All right. I guess we're going to do some more music. This song is titled Pray For Me. This is pretty much the crap talking portion of my music, because I'm going to talk a lot of crap on these songs, except for the first one. I'm going to talk a little bit of crap, but most of it is, you know, pray for me, because we all need prayer. Prayer is important. Prayer and healing hands, and, you know, those things are very important. So pray for me. Dirty Mo. Producer Paranoid. Y'all can bounce to this. Yeah. Get about your seat. Dance around. It's okay. It doesn't hurt. Trust me. Here we go. Somebody pray for me, cause I don't want to pray on you. And somebody pray with me, cause I don't know what I might do. So you better not play with me. Don't have me looking like a fool, and watch what you say to me. You better not get it confused. Forgive me, Father, I have sinned. I knew not what I was doing. And the sins of the Father revisits the Son. This life shit is so confusing. I am not here for amusement. Nobody smiling, so convoluted. There's no coercion, but you could use this as my confession. Just in my words and all, Father, full of mercy. Don't let the universe hurt me. Keep my children safe from haters and snakes. Show me grace even though I am not worthy. Left hand be the transmitter. Right hand to the sky. Prayers up, blessings fall, that is all. There are no questions of why. Hail Mary, keep the gat tucked, let the gat bust. That's how we let freedom ring, no flag though. Not how the game is played, no fly zone. Get out my freaking way, woke up today and chose violence. It doesn't mean that I won't do it. It's just when I spit on my fire. You know who the truth is. Somebody pray for me, cause I don't want to pray on you. And somebody pray with me, cause I don't know what I might do. So you better not play with me. Don't have me looking like a fool, and watch what you say to me. You better not get it confused. Don't you make me act out and just black out and come out of character. If I come out of my shell, I'ma give you hell and break down all barriers. Then you'll have no protection. I am covered, this is natural selection. I'm up next, this is natural progression. Fuck it, I am now, give me respect and give me my bouquet, that is okay. I want my flowers, not in my final hours. Not at my gravesite, they hold no power. I want more than just prayer and sympathy. I'ma show you that I'm coming for everything. I'ma make it out with no injury. I'ma make it so that you'll remember me. Unforgettable Nat King, they gon' be that King Cole, that King Rose, right with the concrete blown into something that is beyond me. Harlem couldn't harm me. Albany can't hold me. If I flash the blick, that's a trigger warning. I just gave you a glimpse of the old me. Yeah, somebody pray for me, cause I don't wanna pray on you. And somebody pray with me, cause I don't know what I might do. So you better not play with me. Don't have me looking like a fool, and watch what you say to me. You better not get it confused. Thank you. By the way, the person that made that music for that song, when he sent it to me, he was 15 years old. So like technology is making everybody a musician somehow, some way. And I'm embracing it. We all gotta embrace it. Uh-oh, it's time to let my people go.
518 versus everybody.
Dirty Moses, I part C's, I part legs, I pop bottles, I pop tags, I break bread, I break records, I break fast. This ain't fair. I'll eat your food, I break fast. This ain't fair. I speak in science, I speak life, speaking language of love, speaking in tongues, whispering sweet nothings. Your girl wanna crush up your whole program. Can't mess with the flow, man. Can't touch this when it's hammer time and I let it go, man. Leave you frozen. No characters or caricatures, just the all I see. Machiavelli in the flesh, all eyes on me. And dear mama, I'm the sperm that made it. Heard I'm the greatest, soon to be famous. So I seize the moment and own it. Show my dedication to the art form with a depth perception to blow it. If you pick up on what I'm putting down, you know that I'm holding. Can't talk with a gun in your mouth, cause silence is golden. I go in, yeah, and you will not win. Better call your friends. Check it. I could tell y'all never ever really had a battle when it shows. I'm the type that'll step up on the scene and give you crazy different flows. I'm the type that used to go all night with your wife. Watch her around me. Nothing but goons around me. Don't try to surround me. My flow was astounding. One word, excellence. Add black to the start of that. That's one fine specimen. Me, diary of a black man. Half myth, half legend, starting a riot, always causing a racket. Ratchet in my bomber, that's the full metal jacket. You better chill before you feel how that full metal impacts, kid. Full packed, go press on, let bygones be bygones. Tell your family goodbye, son. It's about to get live, huh? This is the tip of the iceberg, that's me with my chains on. Waking up in a cold sweat, James Brown, my theme song. God body in the flesh, there's no other explanation. Remember the name, JB, 2 exclamations. Thank you. Y'all are an awesome audience. I love it, I love it, I love it. Hopefully y'all, I'm not gonna run it back. Hopefully y'all are vibing with me out there. Make some noise for yourselves. It's crazy because I'm in an intimate setting and I feel like when I'm in these intimate settings, I get more nervous. It's crazy. But let's do another song. This is the title track off the album, Ultra Terrestrial. Again, I am JB, aka Dirty Moses, for those that are streaming online. Follow me, I follow back. I am that unidentified fly object. You see the drip, you hear that splat. You're on my dick, I'll talk my shit. Your talk is trash, I'm about that cash. I probably never see a Billy, but I'm still a goat. Just call me Curry, I shoot my shot from far out. She be like, whoa now, I'll be like, calm down. Hop up in this spaceship, we're headed to the stars now. I drive a Mars rover, you drink your car better, you better start over. Panoramic roof so we can see the constellations, my run is far from over. I'm just getting started, you were dearly departed. Ultramagnetic on an ego trip, you can eat a dick, this a mic jack, you should be the kid, ow! Lift off, moon walking all over the stars, that's my two-step. Ops wanna pull your homie over, asking where them tools, kid. They treat me like an alien, put me in a space jam. You can get these space balls, homie, I'm special. I must be the alarm that you slept through. Ultra terrestrial, 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 ultra terrestrial. Soul snatcher, kryptonite to women. I just like to stir the curiosity. Deep space invader, black hole explorer, trying to reach the event horizon. See, they like they're all getting shifted. They all be like Jake tripping, way above the clouds, stay lifted. They mad cause they stay tripping. Emotional damage. They marvel at me, carrying heavy metal. Call me the Iron Man, aiming at xenophobes in a galaxian. Where is he coming from? Another dimension. Damn, part of my French, but I'm God in the flesh with a God complex. Too complex in my final form. Still nice with these hammers. Call me Mighty Thor. Tucked in the arm wall. Au revoir. Okay, raise the random thuggers and them number runners. Burn to set the stunner, I'm a top gunner. We can take a time cruise whenever you wanna. Up and down the toast line. Hand around the waistline, she don't wanna waste time. Intergalactic, I'm a beast, boy. I come in peace, boy. It's still a mic, Jack. You better beat it, boy. Take off, moonwalking all over the stars. That's my two-step. Ops wanna pull your homie over, asking where them tools, kid. They treat me like an alien, put me in a space jam. You can get these space balls, homie, I'm special. I must be the alarm that you slept through, ultra terrestrial. I'm gone. Thank you. Y'all look great. Want to talk some more? All right.
Thank you.
That's that word again. That's right. The ultra terrestrial,
Ultra.
right?
Ultra. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm visual. When I hear stuff, I always like the visual comes through, right? And the first time I heard the song without the video, I was thinking about Jamie Foxx and Django Unchained, right? And the idea of him he's in like the blue boy outfit.
Right.
Goes back to kill his masters, and it's this idea of like, I'm back. They don't even recognize him, but he's like, I was here. We were here, and now we're back on another level.
Exactly.
And y'all don't recognize me, and baka baka baka. Yeah, it was crazy. That's what this is
And
kind of like
give me my wife while I'm at it.
There's a lot of that.
Yeah,
You know,
there's
there's a lot of that. Visually, it was just like, yeah, ultra terrestrial. I get it. I'm into that. I'm definitely into that. Crazy, man. I'm definitely loving it. Loving the new project. I'm hearing you with this project, really working to kind of separate yourself sonically, musically. I won't even say from. Well, I guess I'll ask. I hear you trying to separate yourself from the pack here. Who is it you maybe see as the pack, and trying to separate yourself from that? How do you look at that?
So the pack is just the industry. You know, I'm not a signed artist. I'm signed to my own label. So if I sell a CD for $10, I make $10. So I'm separating myself from the pack, meaning the industry. I don't really care what other rappers are doing, because what they do doesn't affect me.
Right.
And the trends don't affect me. You know, I feel like if we all hop on these same trends and we're all doing the same thing, we all start to sound alike.
Right.
And then everyone's a clone of everyone else, you know?
But there's still a bit of keeping, your finger on the pulse a little bit, seeing what people are doing, seeing what the sounds is. There's some of that, or maybe I'm wrong. Do you kind of keep aware of that, or maybe have some younger people to be like, hey, this is what is happening on this side?
So I DJ.
Okay.
So I'm in the clubs every weekend DJing, listening to all the new music as it comes out. So I have to keep my finger on the pulse in that way. But I feel like I'm an old head, I'm an old soul anyway, so I feel like I can't always jump on the trends.
Right.
You know, if I jump on the trend and I do a whole album of trap music, it would not be authentic. You know, I have to be my natural, normal self at all times, or I'm not doing myself a good service, you know?
And as far as there's got to be some kind of compartmentalization as far as listening to the music, consuming it, being a fan of the culture and the music, but also a practitioner, and keeping your art separate, kind of production-wise and process-wise than some of the other stuff.
Yeah, it is. I mean, you know, a lot of the stuff that's coming out now, I'm not against it. You know, I hear a lot of the older heads, and I'll put myself in that category too, that are complaining that these younger boys or younger women, they have nothing to talk about but sex, drugs, and money. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, when Furious 5 came out, they made a song called White Lines. They were talking about cocaine. So, you know, we all are circling back to these same themes and talking about these same things. So why are we going to be upset with the young guys?
Yeah.
That's how I look at it. You know, my finger's on the pulse, like I said, as a DJ, and I'm happy that the culture's expanding and, you know, it's getting younger and it's getting broader and it's reaching populations that it never had the opportunity to reach before.
Yeah. And speaking of audiences that haven't been able to get reached before, you recently performed songs from this new album at the Troy Savings Bank Music Hall.
Right.
And in this auditorium space, and with your band, the Victory Soul Orchestra.
Yes.
What was that like? What was that process like?
Jesus Christ. Well, putting together the entire thing was incredible because I had 4 other artists, including myself, that performed, and just the whole practice and everything, and writing it down and saying we're going to do this and you guys are going to go here and I'm going to go, and the whole thing was incredible. Now, outside of that, being in a very historic building that housed legendary acts, Burt Bacharach and stuff like that, artists that some of our people wouldn't even know of unless they're real music heads, have performed in this space. So it was an honor to be in that space, you know, and I feel like that opens the doors for other artists to come behind us and do these same things.
Something that I know about you is that you seek out these places. Maybe they never had a rapper here before. Maybe they never had a person of color here before. Maybe they never had you there before.
Right.
And getting yourself in there and doing it in a way that we can all watch this so that the next person can be like, oh yeah, we got to get where JB was at. Let's go where he was at. Where was that? You know?
And even if they don't get where I'm at, do something like it. Find someone else who's doing something like it, you know?
Yeah.
I love being, you know, because I'm not a gatekeeper, so I love having the door open and leaving it open for other people to come behind me and do things that they've never had the opportunity to do before.
Right. And those that are streaming into this thing, you guys may recognize JB from being here at the Jive Hive Live, performing with the Victory Soul Orchestra. He probably had a different hat on, though, right?
Yeah, definitely,
Right.
definitely. I had a fitted baseball cap on, a black fitted cap on.
How did you link
New
up
York
with the
Yankees. How did I link up with the band? So, you know, we have this thing called beat shot music. You know
Heard of
about
it.
that.
Yeah,
You
I
heard about that once or twice, right?
Some, right?
Yeah. And the band Victory Soul Orchestra performed at Beat Shot. Of course, I performed at Beat Shot. And Beat Shot is in July. In September, a venue and an eatery on Lark Street called Savoy, the owner reached out to me and asked us to do their anniversary, their one-year anniversary of them being open. They want us to perform. So I get there, I'm performing as a solo artist. DJ True Master and DJ Nate the Great are DJing for me. And yeah, I love those guys. Those are my brothers. And they're DJing for me. And while I'm performing, there's a band behind me doing sound check. They're sound checking while I'm actually performing. So I'm getting a little angry, and the dirty part of the dirty Moses is coming to a head in my brain, you know. And I'm giving them the ugly look, like the WTF are you doing, you know. But I kept it calm because you know, I'm a peaceful brother. I'm a seafood lover, if y'all know what I mean. So I feel like I didn't want to cause a problem with them. So after everything was done, they performed, I performed. The owner, Jason Pierce, he contacts me and he says, hey, I felt a little tension between you two. I know how to solve that. How about next month, you guys do a show together? We'll call it hip hop and jazz, or something like that. I forget
Call it an intervention.
Yeah, yeah, he definitely intervened. So we got together. I sent them some songs, and they listened to the songs, and they said, yeah, we can do this stuff. You know, we want you to come in and rehearse with us. I get there, and they're playing a song called Bananas. I've never done this song with a band before. I've performed with bands and different, you know, musicians, but never done this song with a band. And they are hitting it note for note for note. And I'm blown away. I say to myself, holy sugar honey iced tea. Holy sugar hold. You like how I did that, right? And I say, you know what, let's try this out. We do the show. The show is packed. You know how small Savoy is. It's probably 300 people in that building. It was packed. No one could move. People came out to see us, and it was the best show I feel I've ever done in my life at that time. The band leader, Joel, was like, we should do this more often. And I said, you know what? We should. That was 2017. We're in what year? 2023? So 6 years later, we're still performing. And I feel like I don't even separate myself from the band. I am Victory Soul. We are Victory Soul Orchestra.
Yeah. Here. Yeah, give it up for Victory Soul Orchestra. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. How has your song crafting changed since working with VSO?
Well, now that I have a full band in-house, sorry kids, I feel like I create songs that I know are going to be performed with the band. I don't write from a sense of I'm just going to make these boom bap DJ Premier beats with all the scratches. Nothing wrong with that. That's my heart, and that's what I'll go to, straightforward. But outside of that, I create songs that I know a band can interpret.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you have the album that's out. Is there another project with the band in the works?
Yeah. We've been working on an album for the past 2 years, but we've had some trouble with the inner workings of the band. Nothing negative, but just a little bit of trouble and different people getting sick and members leaving and moving to different areas. So it kind of slowed the process down, but that doesn't mean that it won't get completed. It will be completed and we will finish the album. And myself, Dolly, Joel, Joe Paparone, we're all writing songs for the album.
Nice.
Yeah.
And you play well with others. The track that we heard before,
Sometimes.
Ultra Terrestrial, right, was the 518 versus Everybody.
Okay.
On the project, it's a bit of a posse cut, right?
Yeah.
There's a few MCs on that.
Yeah.
Folks that know me well, or in passing, know that there was a time when I was completely fascinated. Maybe nothing fascinated me more than hip-hoppers from the 518 Capital District rappers.
Right.
White ones, black ones, the women.
Yellow ones, women, it didn't matter.
The kids, man, there was
Yep.
like, I remember like Lil Wayne's protege was
Yep.
like from here, right, at some point. It was like, I'm obsessed,
Yeah,
right?
it was
Into
crazy. It was
Into it,
crazy.
absolutely into it. All right, I want to hear about your history here in Albany with songcrafting and hip hop.
Oh, Jesus Christ, my history in songcrafting here and all. Well, I got signed to a label twice, but the first time I got signed to a label back in 1995, I won a rap contest, and it was 25 different artists, and I was in a group called Mad Flowers at the time. Like a lot of battle rap and stuff like that, but we won this contest out of 25 different artists, and they signed us, and that's when I started creating music professionally and getting jerked by the record companies. Y'all know how that goes. But yeah, that was when I really started taking it seriously as a profession. Before that, I was just making music in my bedroom, you know, making beats in my bedroom, that type of thing.
Yeah. I'm thinking about the collectives and the crews and the
Pitch
people
control
you
music.
kind of came from a group, and then we're working with a solo artist here, but found community here.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you know, when you realize that I may be one of one, but we're all one of one, and there's someone that's just like me right there and right there and right behind me, all doing the same thing at the same time. It's like you're meant to be in this situation and find this community and make this community larger than it already is. And
Yeah.
I feel like that's what we did every time with each iteration. There was pitch control music. Of course, Just Because Entertainment still exists, is not going anywhere. And, you know, beat shot music, and DJ Hollywood has his more music, less violence. Like, all of this is community, and we're just trying to grow the area because, you know, if you guys don't notice, we have one of the largest population per capita of musicians in the United States.
Give it up for that. Yeah, absolutely. The creative folks out here, man. It's beautiful. If the Capital District has a signature sound, what do you think that might be? And we could go beyond hip hop music or just talk about hip hop music, but
Man, I mean, there's so many talented artists. I did a show this past Tuesday in Troy with a group of individuals from a collective called Song City and The Ink. We went on a 4-day retreat, and we all had to write a song in 48 hours. And I befriended all 9 of those individuals that were writing songs. And I feel like everyone is different. I think our individuality sets us apart. That's our sound. Us being as creative as we can be and being individual and not sticking to what's happening out there on the radio. That's what gives us our sound. No sound. Whatever the sound is us. I feel like we're so separated from the industry that we're creating our own industry, and we're thriving off of it.
yeah, I would definitely agree with that, I think. Our friend Daniel and I, we've had conversations about this before, and the idea of kind of the Capital District having a gritty, almost blue-collar sound, right? Not
Yeah,
unlike,
I'll
you
give
know,
it that.
Buffalo and some of the kind of the stuff that's coming out that way as far as just like everybody is working. When it's at its most honest, I think, right? When it's at its most
Yeah,
honest, I think
yeah.
there's a grit to it. There's some, you know, there's some dirt to it.
There's definitely some dirt to it.
reality to it.
I
you
feel
know?
like Buffalo, you know, I love those guys out in Buffalo. Shout out to We Stole the Show. I love those Buffalo's guys, but some of their music outside of We Stole the Show is dark. It's gritty, but it's dark too, because Buffalo is cold. Buffalo is cold and dark. You know, like right now, it's probably snowing there. And it's probably 15 degrees. While over here, it's 39. And I may have on a hat like I should be in Buffalo.
You're ready for it. You're ready for it.
I'm here chilling, you know? It's dark and gritty over there. So it's even darker than it is here. Which makes their music, their authenticity stick and stand out because it is super dark and gritty.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree. Who is it that you, if any, champion from here today? Who's worth the deep dive to dig into their discography here locally
Me.
for you? Somebody give us a QR code to scan here, right? You find him.
Me. JB, a.k.a. Dirty Moses. And when you look me up, use 2 exclamation points at the end of JB.
That's right.
Outside of me, I mean, I like my nephews. They're in the building, Shiloh and Mundy. They're amazing artists. They're on the come up. They both have put out new material recently. That's one of the reasons why I invited them there, so they can see, you know, more of what I do. I took them on a mini tour with me earlier in the year too. So I'm trying to have them in places that outside of their own movement, they might not have been able to get into.
Oh, absolutely.
You know?
And they own the stage there at Choice Savings Bank Music Hall. That was
they
their
did.
crazy
Yeah, they
set over
did.
there. Shouts to those guys. That was,
They did. They crushed it.
I wasn't familiar before, but I'm paying attention now. Absolutely.
Yeah,
man.
And that's why I do the things that I do with the people I do it, because, you know, I could sit here under the spotlight and get all the light myself. But how fair is it that I have this gift of community? Like, I have the gift of talent, but I have the gift of community because I know how to bring people together, and I don't share that with everyone else. You know.
We started that last
unfair.
set off with a song called "Pray for Me."
Yeah.
And you mentioned that Paranoid was the producer, right?
Yep.
15 years old when he made
15
the
years
beat.
old when he made the beat.
Wow, man. I know you were not the oldest person. You were a young, gun. You said 95, 96 was the first
95.
project, right?
Yeah, 95 professionally. 96 was when it came out.
Do you remember what was motivating you at, that age as far as kind of like crafting, as far as, anything? What was the motivation for
The real
young JB?
motivation, honestly, I just wanted to be the best lyricist. I thought I was this ridiculously precise writing craftsman when it came to battle raps. So I felt like I was one of, if not the best at that time. Now, for the record, I've never lost a rap battle, but also I don't battle anymore. So I'll probably get scraped. Who knows? But I probably won't, because I'm nice off the top of the head as well.
Okay.
But that was my motivation, to be one of the best crafty lyricists. Because, we had people like Nas, Biggie had probably just died around that time, Jay-Z, and all of those guys are incredible. And I felt like I could fit right into that moment in time and be incredible with them.
Yeah.
I remember I grew up in an area in Harlem where I had a friend, his name was Lamont. To the hip-hop world, they called him Big L. And he lived on my block for a little while, and then he moved uptown a few blocks. And, I didn't even know this guy rapped.
Yeah.
And then when he starts coming out and rapping, I'm like, hey, bro, come get me. But also, he got killed right after I said that to him, so.
Yeah. Hometown heroes are different in Harlem, for sure.
Yeah,
Most
definitely.
Yeah, rest in peace,
That's gritty, Even though Harlem is the town of the witty and the pretty, it's gritty down there. It's real
man.
gritty.
Getting back to that track and that beat, when I heard it, it's a wild production. So it's like the song itself is wild to me. And it's interesting, again, as a songwriter, with that hype of production, you wrote about restraint, really.
Yeah.
Right? It's pray for me so I don't have to pray on you.
Right.
Right. How did that kind of that concept and that thought come to you as far as this track?
When I heard the chords, all I could think was prayer, but I didn't want it to be something where I'm just gonna give you this base knowledge of religion or anything like that. I wanted to give you what's actually going on and going through some people's heads when they're in these streets and they make these bad decisions. They go and they make these bad decisions, but it's like they're doing it for a reason. So pray for me. I don't really want to pray on you, but if you push me too much, I might have to.
Right.
The
old ways.
The old ways.
I go back to the old ways.
I just gave you a glimpse of the old me,
Let's not scuff the shoes now.
Trigger warning, it's a trigger warning. I gave you a glimpse of the old me.
Right.
So, yeah.
Man, when we're talking about spirituality, though, and faith and these religion, what place does that have in your music, if at all?
It's in there. And I give it out in little bits and pieces because you can't inundate people with these things, because you know how they say when you're at the Thanksgiving dinner table, what are the two things you don't talk about? Politics and religion. Now, how often would you get into a situation and a conversation with someone and they get offended because of your way of thinking? You know, be it
I don't do
politics
small
or
talk
religion.
well, so I go right for the, let's
Exactly.
go right to it. Yeah.
Exactly. So,
How'd you vote? Yeah, it's like,
oh, you voted for that guy, huh? Get out of here. No
Would you praise
turkey
it?
for you. No turkey. You get no cranberry sauce either.
yeah, man. Yeah, I think that's fascinating. As somebody who, religion kind of came to me, and faith and spirituality came to me really through music, right? I feel like my understanding of religion, all this, is a mix of, you know, Tim Rice, Andrew Lloyd Webber's Jesus Christ Superstar,
That's right.
MC Hammer, and then Wu-Tang, right? And then
There
a
you
mix
go.
of that kind of
There you
formulated
go.
everything I really needed to know about the higher powers that be here, you know?
That makes all the sense to me.
You know, thinking about... Right?
There you
This is
go.
it. You know,
There you
you
go. That's
bring-
all you need.
You bring it in here, you know? I think
Right.
about, you know, the first time I heard the Lord's Prayer was the skit at the end of Heavy D and the Boys' Nothing But Love
snap,
album,
Nothing But
right? And I was
Love,
like I said, and that was like first time I heard that other than the first line, and that kind of stuck with me in that. It's always just kind of been a lens for like, okay, this is like where, I guess where I get in touch with higher powers really is through music.
Right.
Yeah, I was kind of curious if you felt that spirituality there either in the writing process, the performing process, at any point, really.
I feel like when I craft songs, when I perform songs, the majority of the time, I'm tapped into something else. I am tapped in to a higher energy, higher power, and that's what gives me the motivation to continue doing this. Like, there's an energy that I get when I'm on stage. Like, I'm kind of toned down right now because I'm in front of a very intimate audience, and I'm trying to stay in one spot for streaming purposes. But you know this, when I perform, I'm all around the stage, and there was a time I would jump in the crowd, stage dive, throw bananas at people, not in a bad way, but so they could eat them. Like, I was very animated.
You're
and
about potassium
and still
for
am.
people, yes.
Yeah,
That's right,
we
that's
need
right.
potassium. Back to the medical stuff. We need potassium. So eat your bananas. It's very important.
Right.
But yeah, I feel like I'm tapped into a different energy, and it's the universe, it's God, it's whatever you want to call that energy, Jehovah, Yahweh, whatever you want to call it, Allah. I'm tapped into that energy, and I feel like most musicians, whether they want to admit it or not, when they perform and when they're crafting songs, they're getting that inspiration from that energy.
What do you think? Should we give him a little bit more of that energy?
Sure.
Let's do another one here.
I like that.
Let's give a
segue.
round of applause for the in-house audience here. My man JB, and you streaming in at home there. We appreciate you all.
Good stuff. Good stuff, my friends. Good stuff. All right. Thank you, my geyser. All right. I have no idea where I'm at. Yes, I do. So we're going to do some adult music. There's all adults in here, right? No, y'all are kids? Y'all better make some noise like y'all are adults. Okay. All right.
Touch me, touch me.
You like it when my fingers touch, and I don't have to say too much. Sometimes I know you like it rough. Got me loving you till the sun comes up, baby. I just can't get enough, baby. I should touch you when you don't interrupt. What? You like it when my fingers touch, and I don't have to say too much. Sometimes I know you like it rough. Got me loving you till the sun comes up, baby. I just can't get enough, baby. I should touch you when you won't interrupt. What? The sweetest kisses, deep breaths, and eyes to eyes, chest to chest, effervescence. Bath and body work essence, candles lit, candle wax, pour down your back, fresh out the shower, contact, check it. Your body's still glistening, I think your body's calling me. Listen, Pay attention to your thighs and your inner thoughts. You should probably act on them for what it's worth at all costs. You don't need my permission. Fingers caress the curves of your hips. Sign on the door, do not disturb, that's it. I don't want to keep in touch, I just want to touch you. Keep the lights on, no pressure, don't rush, huh? Forehead kisses for the missus, that's a part of foreplay, don't miss it. Sex on a bed full of petals of red roses. Preach, she need Jesus, but right now she want Moses. And I don't have to say too much sometimes, I know you like it rough. Got me loving you till the sun comes up, baby, I just can't get enough. What? You like it when my fingers touch, and I don't have to say too much sometimes, I know you like it rough. Got me loving it till the sun comes up, baby, I just can't get enough. Call me your asset manager, hands soft but strong like cotton. Voyeuristic, you might catch me watching. Animalistic instinct, animal magnetism, the art of seduction, part of my loving, touching your body and your mind, leaving a lasting impression on your psyche. I know you like me, passionate. You could see the fire in my eyes. I could feel the heat emanating from your thighs. Desire, I know you want it as much as I want you. One night won't do. Weekend love, all weekend long marathon. Neighbors upset and mad about how we carry on. My 5 o'clock shadow will cross your smooth legs. You suck your lips crisscrossing the smooth head. I jump, tongues navigating over mounds of flesh. You already know what's next. Sweat, waterfalls, from the window to the wall. Sensory overload, our text is an overdose. Moses part legs, part C's, now we comatose. And I don't have to say too much sometimes, I know you like it rough. Got me loving you till the sun comes up, baby, I just can't get enough. Maybe you should touch it and I won't interrupt. What? You like it when my fingers touch, and I don't have to say too much sometimes, I know you like it rough. Got me loving you till the sun comes up, baby, I just can't get enough. Maybe I should touch you when you won't interrupt. What? I like making adult music because I'm an adult and I do adult things. So that joint is called Touch Me. It's off the album Dedication, and that's Dead, D-E-A-D, Dedication. It's off of that album. It's produced by my good friend Deborah's son, Monyet. Yeah, let's do another one. Another adult song, bear with me. There's adult themes happening here. That's right. For those of you that are doing adult things, if you know what I mean, please, me too, please strap up, please wear a condom, please, you know, and if you're not wearing a condom, make sure you're with a partner that you're going to be with for a long time, or at least the rest of your life, so you can indulge in these things without a condom. But you got to protect yourself, because if you don't, there's a lot of things happening. But I like to make adult music, like I said, violent sounding music. The name of this song is called Shoot Up the Club. Right? It sounds really violent. But if you are if you're not using protection and you're doing coitus and you climax, you are shooting up the club. Get it? All right. Everybody's with me? Y'all know about shooting up the club? Mike, you got kids, Mike. You shoot up the club. I know you shot up the club quite a few times. All right, sorry. Enough comedy, music. She's dying laughing. All right. Oh, my God. We on the red carpet. Beyond the velvet rope. Yeah. How you mad and you can't even get in? Me and old girl about to get it in. Carpet burn, cut a rug. What you gonna do, Jay? Shoot up the club. Shoot up the club. Shoot up the club. Shoot up the club. shoot up the club, shoot up the club, shoot up the club. What you say you gon' do? Shoot up the club. 4 play, 12 play, 8 play, 16, licking you from every angle, nah man. She said she was coming for, I even got it in. You can't even get in. Situation win-win. Exclusive. Guest list, they gon' be like, he's shooting. Yes, it's protection like it's COVID. Talking about masks and gloves, armed robbery, role play, running up in the club. A bunch of stop and frisk, violate social distancing. It's just a touch of love. Let's make it interesting. 21 and over with a valid ID. Mary J. Blige, real love, or models from IG. Let's go. No catfish unless it's southern fried, smothered with them thunder thighs. I am not them other guys. I'm real happy for you. I'ma let you finish, but this won't be Taylor Swift. Strap in, buckle up. How you mad and you can't even get in? Me and old girl about to get it in. Carpet burn, cut a rug. What you gonna do, Jay? Shoot up the club, shoot up the club, shoot up the club. Shoot up the club, shoot up the club, shoot up the club, shoot up the club. What you say you gon' do? Shoot up the club. Pow, pow, bang, bang. This ain't no 22. We are not the same. Hand around her throat. That's a choker reference. Chain gang, catch me in the smoker section. Banana clip with the curve in it. For the monkey business, if you deserve in it. Cuidado, peace o majado, it's a slippery slope. A vision of love, I'ma give you visions of hope. I'ma give you inner visions, she loves my innervation. Slick talk, dictate the situation. Different strokes, what you talking about, Willis? I'm from a different cloth, let me handle my business. I don't build walls, I tear them down. I'ma tear you up, then buck them down. You bucking back like a stallion, savage, Megan. Put respect on my name when you say it. Jay, how you mad and you can't even get in? Me and old girl about to get it in. Carpet burn, cut a rug. What you gonna do, Jay? Shoot up the club, 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 shoot up the club. Shoot up the club. What you say you gon' do? Shoot up the club. I think I'm about to let it go. Yeah. All my older heads know what that comes from. It's from a Teddy Pendergrass song. Think I'm about to let it go. No, it might not even be Teddy Pendergrass. It might be Graham Central Station, Love TKO. Yeah, that's what it's from. That's what it's from. Let's talk some more, Jody.
Okay, and
Man.
we're back.
Oh boy. Did you wash your hands after that
I
last set?
did. I washed my hands when I was writing it. It's horrible.
So for folks playing along at home and maybe the in-house studio audience here, have we figured out why he's called Dirty Moses yet? Have we figured it out? Throw a little comment in the comment section there. We'll take your best guesses here, right?
Right. I hear that. I'm just checking my phone and I'm looking because someone texts saying they're loving the live stream, but sorry to inform you, Jive Hive, y'all put 3 exclamations on the video title. Jesus Christmas. Nah.
Because we extra.
Oh, no, we're ultra.
Ultra. There it is. There we go.
Is. Anyway.
You're a funny dude, man. That song, Shoot Up the Club, is hilarious to me.
I wanted it to be. There has to be humor. I can't write from a serious spot all the time, but also we all like to make love, and gentlemen, we like to shoot up the club, especially if we're with someone, you know, we adore and we love.
Right. Again, your songwriting ability to put that humor in there, I think, is impeccable, because as a concept, Shoot Up the Club is fucking obnoxious, right?
It is. It's really horrible. It's
Dark
horrible, and
concept.
you know, it's written in the wrong way and spoken in the wrong context, it could be very misogynistic and patriarchal, and all of those things that we are trying to, not even trying, all of these things that we are avoiding and moving away from. You know what I'm saying? But I wrote it from a space of humor, and I spoke about it in a way where it humanizes the act. It doesn't make it something that's forbidden.
Right.
It's okay to be in love with someone, make love, and have fun, and use protection or not use protection if you're with someone that you are going to be with for the rest of your life, or, you know, for a long term.
Right. And more importantly, what part in the process of making this song did the silent sniper shots make it? At what point did you track that and mix that into the song? I'm curious.
I feel like there has to be a sound effect for shooting up the club, right? So if, God forbid these things happen, but we go into a club, Jody, me and you, and we're about to shoot up the club, you're gonna hear pew, pew, because we don't wanna make noise, so we're gonna have silencers on it, right? So it's
right.
pew, pew, and that pew, pew noise is the noise that I just decided to use. Shout out to my man, Desmatic Daniel. He was definitely very integral when it came to me mixing that song. He's like, you should add that, you should do that. And I'm like, I'm gonna put the gun sounds too. He's like, let's listen. He's like, yeah, that sounds real good.
Yeah.
And then he helped me with the ending. He's like, you should add this. You go to this song and, you know, do this, that, and the third. And I'm like, all right, it works. And I love it. And the first time I performed it, I was at a little spot on Lark Street in Albany, and the audience were some of the people that I was working with at the time, and they were in the corner dying. I said, I got one.
Yeah.
If I can make you laugh about it, I got one.
Different strokes, he said. You're a madman.
They are different, right, babe?
This is something that I feel like we were talking before about the separation, right? And kind of separating yourself from other artists out there. And I feel like this is something that is kind of unique to you and your lane here in the Capital District, as far as kind of these types of songs, engaging your audience in this different way, writing songs for women in a different kind of way, writing songs for adults and for lovers in a different kind of way. At what point did that kind of get incorporated into your, you know, toolkit as a songwriter?
From the beginning. On if you go back to my original stuff with the Mad Flowers, I got a song on there called Satisfaction that I wrote the majority of the lyrics for and made the music, and I've always had that in mind. I always, you know, look at women as someone, something, and someone to be praised and worshipped, not, you know, as a tool for just my satisfaction. You know, so when I write these songs, I don't want to write it from a sense of I'm using you in a sexual matter. I want to write it in a sense of we are loving on each other. You know, and it doesn't sound offensive. I never want to offend someone when I'm speaking of love, because love is not offensive. Love should never hurt. It should never be harmful. It should never be offensive. It should always be pure and energetic and loving and caring and endearing. All those things.
That's beautiful. Let's give a round of applause for that. For love, right? For love. Give it up for love, right?
Give it. Shout out to love, man.
For love, man.
Shout out to the act of love and loving someone, not the artist that changed his name to Love.
Right.
If y'all know what I'm talking about.
Do you see a difference in the way that, you know, that this generation of rappers, writers, songmakers are engaging with, let's say, even women specifically in their music, or just the idea of love in their music?
I feel like the younger audience gets so enamored with the act, the sexual act, that they don't know how to pull themselves out and put emotion into it. They speak about it as it's some act, some barbaric act. Like I did a show, the first, I want to say, I think it was the first at Empire Live, Empire Underground, and there was some opening acts on, and they were younger. You knew they were younger because their parents were in the audience, and the music was very energetic. But every other word was, "I'm effing this bitch and she can eat it," and I'm like, I like the energy, but I don't like how you're crafting the songs. You can be more eloquent about it, and you don't have to sound offensive. You know, and I feel like even when I was their age, I wrote from an area of maturity that people that at that age don't have, because I'm an old soul. You know?
Any advice for those in the song crafting to tap into that energy a little bit more?
Get in touch with your emotions. That's it. Get in touch with your emotions. Stop being so hard. You don't got to walk around screw face all the time. You could beat everybody's ass, but someone's going to be able to beat your ass. So knowing that, tap into your emotions and utilize them.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Speaking of love.
You know how much love I get because I tap into my emotions? I get more love doing that than the times when I was trying to be a battle rapper and say some of the most offensive shit ever spoken. Moses, dirty Moses, most offensive shit ever spoken. When I was doing that, I had a little love, but when I was putting my emotions and my humor into my songs, I had to get all the love.
Different, yeah.
Yeah, it's really different.
Different levels to that. And you followed that level up with love all the way to the altar recently.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Shout outs to you. Your
Shout-
wife is here
Yes, she
in the
is.
audience
Yes, she
here.
is.
Shout out to her as well, and the
Yes, she
family
is.
out here in the front row.
Shout out to these chocolate diamonds.
Yeah, man.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, blinging on. Okay.
I know.
All right, slow it
I'm-
down.
I
All
can't
right.
see. But yeah. Recently, yeah.
Did you perform at your own wedding?
You know what? Someone played one of my songs. DJ Ayo played one of my songs at my wedding.
Was
He
that a
play- he-
conversation that had to happen?
he-
Like, she's like, no, please, no, you can't perform.
No, she asked me to perform. And I'm like, no, I don't want to perform at my wedding. But you could play the song,
Right.
but I don't want to perform.
This is how you know you found a real one.
Yeah. I feel like, I got some great fans around the world, but she's definitely my biggest fan.
Yeah.
My
love
biggest
that.
supporter.
When it
sure.
comes to the idea of Dirty Moses, right? Are the partitioning days over? Right? Are you allowed to answer that? Should we pull in the
I'm allowed
audience
to
here?
answer
Right?
that. I'm allowed to
Okay.
answer that. Yeah. So, the partitioning happens with the person it's supposed to happen with, and that's it. There's no more, there's no more of all of this and these things, and there's no juggling.
Yeah.
There's no first of all, I don't have time to freaking juggle. So let's be clear about that. I run a business, I run a music business, run a healthcare business. I can't juggle because if I'm not running the business or taking a kid to school or walking dogs, I'm cooking for this huge family that has adopted me. So I don't have time to juggle.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
That's real. It's real. And you got a lot of life happening.
Yeah, a lot of life.
How do you find the balance to make it all work? I looked at your schedule for this month, and your schedule was crazy. And it's as far as like every week here's a show, every week there's something coming up. Right. I know it's the season of like we got to line the pockets and we got to do for others, and I understand that.
Listen.
But this schedule's crazy. How do you fit it all in?
By working for myself. That's the key. I'm tired of making other people rich. And I feel like I don't think what I'm doing with regards to healthcare, I'm doing it to get rich. No, I'm doing it as a service to other humans, but also, if I'm lining someone else's pocket and they're bragging about it and talking about their vacation home, that they're redoing their outdoor grill, and the other one is inviting me to his castle in Del Mar, and he has an in-ground heated pool, and my pool is above ground. I feel like I'm doing it wrong, I'm definitely doing it wrong. So all of this time and effort that I'm helping to line someone else's pockets, I can do that and put that same energy into what I like to do. Cooking, medicine, music, all of that is medicine. So I feel like I can put that time into my craft and line my own pockets and help my family and my friends.
Yeah.
And reach out and touch my fans,
As far as the work-life balance, right? How does that, when you're working for yourself and it's the studios in the house and the offices in the house, how do you like make that time for yourself to just do nothing sometimes? Do you ever do that?
Yeah, definitely. Late at night when I fall asleep at like 11 or 12 or 1 o'clock in the morning, yeah, definitely. I mean, there are periods of the day where we might not have to discuss a patient, or I might not be in the studio and we don't have to walk the dog. So, I might fall asleep on the couch if there's nothing to do. But there's always something to do, because even when there's nothing to do with the businesses and the dogs and the family, there's honeydew projects and there's always a honeydew project. Even if the house is the cleanest it's ever been, there's a honey freaking dew project.
And we're not talking melon here. Yeah, yeah.
Right, not the melon,
right.
not the melon. I like honeydew melon, but honey, can you move this ladder to that area so blah, blah, blah? You know, yes.
You are in the Jive Hive. There's a lot of honeydew.
I'm leaving after this right now. You are not gonna. Yep.
Yeah, lots to be done, man. Lots to be done. Looking at this, aging in hip hop, right? And
Right.
aging in music here. You know, how is there, and we talked about the idea that you have more products on the way. Is there finality in any of the styles that you have,
No.
or a leveling up of and then shutting down of one thing?
I think the only shutting down is not doing what I did before in terms of making music for a target audience, such as like the battle rapping type of music. I don't need to make that. I don't need to prove myself.
Yeah.
You know, there's no audience out there that I'm going to stand in front of and I'm going to have to prove myself. Anyone that comes to a JB show has heard of me before, and that's the reason that they're there. And if they haven't heard of me, I guarantee you 80% of the people there are going to become a fan when I'm done. So, yeah, I feel it.
That's what's up. Yeah, round of applause for that. That's
Thank
love right
you,
there. We
thank
like
you.
that. What do you think? You want to give him some more music?
Sure, if you want to give
Yeah, let's give him some more music.
I got some more.
Let's
I
give
got
him
some
another
more.
one here.
All right.
Once again, shout out to JB, the Jive Hive Live. Everybody tuned in online that's checking in with us. Everybody that's online in the comments section. And, of course, the folks here live in the studio here. Big shout out to all y'all. Let's get this going here.
Hi guys, I'm back. Oh.
Taking care of the community?
Yes, indeed. I'm taking care of you too.
It's all good. Yeah. So
Gaudy
damn neat with
and
your money.
Godly. That's the
Come
name
on,
of the
man,
song.
you know me, man. Cleanliness is next to godliness. What's up, little niggas? How y'all living?
Yo, as I speak, I create like abracadabra, magic with the flow. Can you relate? Gaudy and godly, gregarious, big chain, bigger name, spirit larger than life. So peep game. You know where I'm from. It's always 7:30 when we watch the dumb, walking round, blind and numb, acting 7:30. I am worthy. Now welcome to my master class as we master science and math, energy and mass, synergy of the voice and the music. The way I beat the beat up, you might call it abusive, ultra violent. Broad spectrum, ultraviolet, polarizing figure in your iris, short like a haiku. But the verse is long with the power of the Psalms in this song. Just that Santeria in your speakers, powered by the Orisha, protected by the ancestors. That's why I speak up. I created a masterpiece while trying to masterpiece. Wrote my master's thesis, gave a dissertation of the streets and society's ills. Some thought I kept it too real. Prefer party and bullshit over trying to heal. People dying to kill me, I'm just trying to chill, trying to eat to live, stay healthy and build. And if that's not success, then I don't want it. I'm trying to live a life that's blessed, steady moving forward. Now on the other hand, you can't have peace without war. The more you try to avoid, it shows up at your front door. They say the devil stays busy, but I am the busiest. Gracefully amazing with it. I'm glad you got to witness it, cause clearly it's evident that I'm heaven sent. They hold me in reverence, better than I think I am with the penmanship. Master craftsman, ultra advanced with no enhancement. Set a meta-human demigod, giving you just a fragment. But every moment waited is a moment wasted. Seize it while you can. That's a commodity you can never get back. There's no replacement. I stand adjacent to those masons and Moors, giving you more, creating future nations through affirmations and manifestations for sure. That's a lot of word vomit. I had to take a pause. From a pauper to a prince to a king, then an emperor to a god, original man. There I am. If you're looking for a real one, all you gotta do is say less. You can't deny what this is, you know I'm godly, baby. Matter of fact, I'm so blessed. I'm the one that's in control, so I think you found a real one. All you gotta do is say less. You can't deny what this is, you know I'm godly, baby. God body in the flesh. I just had to let you know y'all flows be so. And y'all raps be so. And y'all raps be so. And I had to let you know, no. That's my first time performing that. Whew. Thank you, guys. So, this song is very dear to my heart. You know what I'm talking about when I do it. Honey, I don't need you. Baby, just know I want you. I know the feeling's mutual. So tell me what we gon' do. I don't wanna speak about it. I just rather be about it. Baby, you know I'm about it. You got that masterpiece. But lady, you know this D nice. You could call it just Sunny D Light. You can get it from the sun or Miss Janie's son. When the two of us combine, we should equal one. Forget about them others, come collect your blessings. I've been blessed with your gifts just to be in your presence. Rap you and Louis or that Gucci from Dapper. Still rap Harlem, I'm no ordinary rapper. No cap, I am more like Kaepernick. You are more like Dorothy Dandridge and Harriet. You make your own way, make your own money. You don't need a drop of mine, that's fine, but I just wanna say what you wanna say. I'm so proud of you. You are everything. I'm so proud of you. Here, take this wedding ring. I'm so proud of you. Let's go do everything. I'm so proud of you. Let's enjoy what life brings. Check, little vibrant thing, I met you about 10 years ago. You was dating goofy ninjas, I just let it go. You was working on your masters. I was mastering the art of getting to the bag and writing new chapters. So excited for what comes after. But life brings pain and change and sometimes disaster. But that bounce back got me leveled up, wrist bezeled up, seeing better luck. So you know what's up. The roof is panoramic, boots Balenciaga. Relationship secure, there's nothing that can stop us. You're now moving with the street king, with your black girl magic energy, doing queen things. It's official, it's official, it's official. If you see me happy, just dap me. I deserve this, I am worthy, I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am loved. Yeah. I'm so proud of you. You are everything. I'm so proud of you. Here, take this promise ring. I'm so proud of you. Let's go do everything. I'm so proud of you. Let's enjoy what life brings. Honey, I don't need you. Baby, just know I want you. I know the feeling's mutual. So tell me what we gon' do. We should celebrate about it. Go on lots of dates about it. You know that I'm all about it. I'm your man, JB. That's not my instrument. I can't play the sax, but it is beautiful. I just play the voice of reason. Thank you. So I wrote that song about this woman I know and stuff. Wound up marrying her and stuff. I don't even know. Yeah, she's Mrs. Brown. I married her, you know. And I'm just letting her know, you know, I'm proud of her. I'm proud of us. I'm proud of the energy that we are providing for our family. Proud of you. Thank you. All right, I got one more. And this is the third single off the album, third video off the album. This one is called Get Up. And if you have any energy left in you, you should get out of your seats. Get up, get up, get up. You too. You are young as hell. Get your ass up. Get up. Youngins first. That's right. You know? Save the best for last. Yeah, that's right. So I gotta get up, early. So I gotta get up, early. Oh, I gotta get up, early. So I gotta get up, early. Ayo, 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 I rise with the sun, another chance at greatness. My clock's still ticking, I ain't worried about lateness since I work for myself. So my grind means patience, still in my prime, let's face it. So my crime ain't wasted. Early bird in the dirt with the worms and the roots are 10 toes to the pavement once I put my boots on. Got it out the mud, sweat and tears mixed with blood. Childhood fears gave them up, now it's time to live it up. Get into the bag. Papa's got a brand new. Now I'm acting brand new. They acting like some damn fools, doing the same things we did when we was youngsters, when we was dumber. To feed that hunger, smart people grow up. Say hold up, the wise ones mature and get older. Others fall by the wayside, never escape the lies of the tunnel. Their vision was muddled and dreams deferred can only lead to trouble. Come on, up, early. So I gotta get up, early. Ooh, I gotta get up, early. So I gotta get up, early. We're striving for black excellence, black opulence. Yeah, that's what my only two options is. I can't accept nothing less, or a lower vibration may lead to stagnation. I'm trying to lead a nation, I'm trying to reach the basics. Food, clothing, and shelter. Teach a man to fish, teach man to sow, teach man to build. That's keeping it real, that's how you help us. That's the foundation. Proper planning prevents poor performance, Lord help us. We are not worthy, we haven't laid the groundwork. That's not how this works. You know how the story goes. When a rose grows from the concrete, iron sharpens iron, and air like minds meet. You stand on your convictions when you meet opposition. The results equal the work that you put in. We gotta reach the children, we gotta feed them babies, so we gotta get up, early. Sing it with me. So I gotta get up, early. Ooh, I gotta get up, early. So I gotta get up, early. Shout out to my boy Ab the Autocrat on the beat. Thank you.
Hearing that grown as well. It was like, you know what? There's a lot of grown folks music on this album, and it's coming out.
It is.
It's coming out now.
The age is showing, right? But wait a minute. I still got, I cut it off, but I still got a full head.
That's why I had a hat lined up for this evening. I thought, you know what? We're not hiding tonight. We can't hide tonight. We're here.
You look good regardless,
you know
brother.
what? We came to step into the light tonight. You know what? We're having some
okay.
fun. We're doing it right. Man, thank you. Thank you for coming through, man, and doing this and this thing here. Thank you to the Jive Hive Live. I think maybe we'll give them another one. I wanted to and have maybe an opportunity I angled that microphone a certain way where I wanted to kind of open it up to the audience here a little bit. If anybody in the audience had any questions that they wanted to ask, I wanted to kind of give folks an opportunity to maybe ask that if they'd like. I wanted to touch on something with I noticed in the last couple of songs, and headed into your next project, you were singing a lot on this album.
Yeah. I was singing on the last album, too.
But this is like a lot. You like singing on this project a little bit.
Yeah, people weren't paying attention, though. I sing here and there,
You usually you'll have like a singer on the track on the album.
Yes.
And then live, you'll do it yourself, right? But you were doing your own vocals, like performing this on the album a lot this way.
Yeah.
Is that, how do you feel doing that?
I feel great.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, when you mature, and you are not afraid of anything anymore, you start doing things outside of your comfort zone and making yourself comfortable with doing it, And I've been told I have a decent voice. Now, I'm not a singer, but I've been told I have a decent voice. So it's like, let me use it. It's another little, jewel that's in my bag of tricks.
Right?
Yeah.
Any flute lessons coming soon?
No.
No? Okay.
No. No flute. No. I love that album by Andre 3000, but no flute lessons. My father used to play the recorder. Yeah, so I guess I can play it, but I'm not.
Carrying the tune. It's in the genes there. It's in the genetics.
Yeah.
Thinking about, Andre 3000, I thought that was kind of an interesting, this project. And some of the interviews that he's given, there was the kind of the quote or the talking point of the idea that aging in music, he was finding it kind of difficult, or I think the word he used was even corny, to kind of speak on, being an adult in rap and speaking to his experience. This doesn't seem to be something you're having an issue with.
Because, you and I had a conversation over the weekend, and I think verbatim I said, my story is not over. So how do I not have things to talk about? I'm still living life and experiencing things. Some things are brand new to me. So if I have a new experience and it inspires me to write something, I'm going to write. If there's someone that's a creative and they have no inspiration and they feel like they're aging out, then you're not living your life as a whole, totally, in its totality.
Yeah.
Live life in its totality, in all of its fruitfulness. Love on people, be love. Open up, a space in your heart to be loved and to give love. And then you'll be able to write about a whole host of different topics that you might not have thought you could have written about before.
Yeah.
Outside of love, but you have to open yourself up for new opportunities to be bestowed upon you.
Yeah. That's a mic drop right there. That's fantastic. Yeah, that's damn. Yeah. I want to open it up to the audience here. If there's anybody that might have a question, feel free to maybe step up to that microphone right there and ask a question. If there's anybody out there,
great.
We'll have somebody do it. Somebody's got a question.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
The new one.
You would like to know how to buy the album. So I have it on Bandcamp. You can get a digital download. I have CDs coming in the middle of January, and I have vinyl coming at the end of February. So you can get it on Bandcamp, or you can purchase it through Apple Music, or any of the DSPs, digital service providers. You can purchase it from them digitally. But I'd rather you have something physical. Like I have this merch table here, It's better to have something physical, like a t-shirt, sweatshirt, a piece of vinyl, a CD, some stickers, a patch, all of that, all of that. I even have, yeah, I like that sweatshirt. I even have my own funk popo. Those big bobblehead things? I even have my own that I created, and I'm putting them on sale soon. They'll probably be like $75 a piece, but they're collector's items. They're one of one. So I'll bring that to the merch table at some point.
I'm trying to think of how upset my kids would be if I got them one of those for Christmas. Just put that as just like.
Is that your friend, Dad?
Right.
I don't want that.
It's the new elf on the shelf, baby. Let's get it, right? Yeah.
There you go.
A question that was asked by somebody kind of on the before was how do you memorize all your lyrics when performing?
Sheesh. I don't know. I feel like as I'm writing them, I memorize them, and as I record them, I'm memorizing them. The art of the MC leads us to a point where we can memorize anything. I'm great with numbers, mathematics, and I'm not a mathematician. Scientific notation, all types of things. I have a great memory, which helped me get through college a few times because I have this great memory, but I put things in song form and they stick better. When we learned our ABCs, we sung them. In musical notes, actually. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Those are actual musical notes. So we sung those and we committed those things to our memory by singing them. So I used to tutor a couple of students in different healthcare courses, medical assistant and nursing, and I would show them my technique to help them get through. I'm not going to say it helped everyone because not everyone is musically inclined.
Right.
But it definitely helped a nice select few of people get through different courses because they put their CAGs or their models or whatever it was they needed to memorize into memory in song form.
Yeah. Shout out to the educators. Little mnemonic devices out there. Shout out to that,
helps,
the higher learning, man. That's incredible. Man, what do you think? Final thoughts? Anything else that we didn't cover that you need the people to know?
Let me make sure there's nothing. Oh,
Yeah,
Jesus
what's
Christ.
the schedule is deep. Not slowing down.
The next show, I really have to look at my schedule, to be honest with you. I think it's December 16th. The next performance is December 16th. It's something called Raps and Raps. WRAPS and Raps. RAPS 2. Burritos, but from Moe's. I don't like Chipotle. I'm only playing Chipotle if you want to, give me a...
Same. I'm also food motivated. Yes, by the way. I'm here for all that.
But yeah, that's the next show. It's December 16th. It's at Sweet Side Records in Glens Falls. It's a small, intimate setting. We could probably fit 50, 60, 70 people in there, nice and tight. It'll be nice and warm in there because it's always hot in there. And I have some incredible artists performing that night. I got Shiloh and Mundy, who are in the building with us tonight. I have my good friend, Ralph Arigato. I have my other good friend, Sime Jesus. Who else is on the bill? Jesus Christ, there's so many. Oh, El Sphinx is on the bill. Finally got him out the house.
Nice, stacked up.
Yeah, it's stacked up. It's stacked up. I think Sime Jesus is going to do a beat set. Yeah.
Cool, man. Absolutely. What do you think? We want to hit him with one more before we get out of here tonight?
Sure, I can give him one more.
All right, let's do that. Let's do
Can
that.
I have a drink of water first? I need some water.
Telling your story is so thirsty.
I hear nothing. There we go. Hey, I'm back. We're back. I am very patient. So I went to this writer's treat back in early November with a group called Song City out of Troy, New York. Shout out to my man Scott. Yes, shout out to Song City. And we were tasked with writing songs from a different perspective, in a different timeline, breaking out of our box, our natural box of how we create music or anything for that matter. And we were given 48 hours to put a song together. And I did just that. Luckily, a friend of mine, DJ Wiz Hoffa, had sent me a beat 2 days before I went to the retreat. So I already had something in the chamber that I could work with, but I had no idea what I was going to write. But I wound up writing a song called All Praises, because that was the title of the beat. So I just stuck with that. And I performed this song this past Tuesday at this venue in Troy. It was the Old Masonic Lodge. And the event was called The Ink, because that's what the retreat was called, The Ink. And it was 10 of us at the retreat, but that night it was just 8, and we all performed our brand new songs to a new audience, people that have never heard them. And we were all nervous, and we all tried to act like we were not nervous, but we were. And everyone loved it. I even sold a little bit of merch that night. So, yeah, it's beautiful. So I'm going to give y'all a second glance at this brand new song called All Praises. Hopefully I remember the lyrics. Cheat code. Check it, God body, inshallah, I'm God willing. Bismillah, child of God, we're all God's children, universe in my DNA. So I'm star driven, more than talent. This is balance, this is God given, true and living. Flesh is weak, but my soul is solid, calm and sleek, rather unique, making home my solace. You good, smell better, that's that heaven sent. My imperfections are my perfections, better than I ever been. Slicker than most, sicker than host viruses. Picture the goat, Billy, all bully, Albany's finest. In my cup runneth, bust gunneth, only to defend, no returneth from death. That's where the story ends. Don't play with it, don't play with it. Lola Brooke voice, but you know it's Jay in it. On a path of righteousness for his name's sake. King, so gifted that is painstaking. That's an understatement. Come on. Moment of silence. Pray for Palestine. Pray for Israel. Pray for us. Yeah. These ain't raps, these is hymns, and That boy Snap, Slim Jim. Savage with the Randy bars, for Christ's sake. Lazarus, put your cameras on. I might make mistakes. I'm not cautious, well-spirited. Ancestral vigilance, doing my due diligence. Speaking life, but I'm killing it. Death is in the tongue, life is in the breath. Covered in every step. Walk in my shoes, 10 toes in the pasture. Move the culture for those coming after. This my prayer for an open road. Abre Camino, Ave Maria. Obvi, it's me, yo. Aligned with the highest good for the betterment of man. In my voice, this is where it begins. On a path of righteousness for his name's sake. King, so gifted that is painstaking. Thank you for the claps.
We're singing all praises. We're giving all praises. We're singing all praises. In the name of the Lord. We're singing all praises. We're giving all praises. We're singing all praises. In the name of the Lord. We're singing all praises. We're giving all praises. We're singing all praises. In the name of the Lord. We're singing all praises. We're giving all praises. We're singing all praises. In the name of the Lord.
Yeah, I ain't no pastor, I'm just a master. Builder, architect, raps my plaster. Crafting these castles of alabaster. Leaving jewels behind for those that follow after. I ain't no pastor, I'm just a master. Builder, architect, raps my pastor. Crafting these castles of alabaster. Leaving jewels behind for those that follow after. That's it. Yes, I had to read my phone to memorize the lyrics because I didn't write it and put it in my memory, but hey, that's my time. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I am JB, aka Dirty Moses, and I do this for real. This is like my life. I do this for real. There are musicians that do this for play. I do this for real. I make money off of this. Lisa, I make money off of this. I do this for real. I'm talking to my sister-in-law because she's a musician, and she gets afraid to perform in front of people, right? And you got to overcome that fear. Courage is the biggest freaking thing you can have. Fear is not real. Fear is not real because whatever you think is going to happen won't happen. It won't happen. The worst that can happen is death. And if you are not dying, get your ass up and sing. Share your gifts. That's my TED Talk. Thank you, everyone.
All right, guys, let's give it up one more time for JB, a.k.a. Dirty Moses. A big thank you to our in-studio audience here. A huge thank you to the Jive Hivers here for taking the time and giving us the space here on a Friday night and rocking with us, man. Shout out to you, man. Thank you. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in, streaming online. Run that back. Let's get those numbers up. And, man, yeah, we did this damn thing. Peace, love, free Palestine, and everybody get home safe, all right? Yeah. All right. Peace, man. Thank you.